Hi, have you ever been woken up at 3 a.m. in the morning with a sudden urge to pray? Or maybe you're up now for some reason and you can't fall back to sleep. Maybe God is inviting you to pray to deepen your spiritual connection, because this 3 a.m. prayer time is a powerful time. So let's explore what this 3 a.m. prayer time means. Throughout history, this 3 a.m. time has been important. It's called the fourth watch, and it's right before dawn breaks. And it's considered the spiritual veil between the spirit world and our world is thinner, which allows for a lot more activity to happen. And that's why a lot of these ghost shows film in the middle of the night. In fact, this 3 a.m. prayer time is when Jesus was walking in the water towards the disciples when there was turbulence going on, a storm, and there was great fear. And they saw Jesus walking on the water towards them, and they said, "It's a ghost." And back in that time, the Talmud said that when you saw a person walking in the middle of the night, don't even greet them, very well be a ghost. So the disciples thought it was a ghost, and they were afraid. It sounds like something right out of one of those paranormal things, but it was Jesus coming to help them. And that's the power of the 3 a.m. prayer. Jesus will come to help you, and you could have a great prayer time with him. Because maybe you woke up in the middle of a dream, and dreams that you wake up from are very significant because God is waking you up and showing you something in this dream. So maybe you thought of a person's name or a situation, and that is the perfect time to pray into that dream and just talk to God in the middle of the night and just pray. Some people speak in tongues, and it's a perfect time to pray that because God will use your mouth to bring things into this earth. And sometimes we don't know what is God's will. So if you speak in tongues, that's a perfect time to use that. But if you don't do that, that's okay too, because you could just pray and ask God what you should pray for. And God will help you. There's even in Psalm 119, "I will rise before dawn and I will call out." There is one myth about this 3 a.m. time, and some call this the witching hour because they say that Christ's power is diminished because it's 12 hours from the cross because Jesus was crucified or died at 3. But that's totally not true. Christ is powerful. His blood is powerful. Remember, in the Old Testament, nobody cast out a demon until Jesus came on the scene in the New Testament. And Christ has given us this power to us. Jesus tells us in Luke 10:19 that he has given us all power over the enemy. We could trample over snakes and scorpions, and nothing by any means, any evil shall overcome evil. Luke 10:19, "I have given you all authority to trample over snakes and scorpions, and nothing by any means shall harm you." So remember that in that 3 a.m. prayer. That not to be scared, because sometimes it's scary when you wake up from dreams, but maybe God is telling you to pray into it. And this 3 a.m. time is very powerful. Remember, that's about the time Jacob wrestled with the angel, which some believe the angel is really Jesus Christ. But anyway, he struggled with him, and we all are struggling with something. So maybe in the middle of the night, you're waking up, you're scared, there's some situations. So just struggle with God and know that Jesus is there for you. And when the next day, even though Jacob walked away with a limp, God did arrange everything up for Jacob. When he met his brother, that all turned out well. And even his father-in-law turned his tune to Jacob. So amazing things will happen with this 3 a.m. prayer. And it's just not for biblical characters. When you wake up at 3 a.m. and pray, you will see miracles happen in your life. You might not see them the next day or 6 months, but sometimes you hear something really good, but sometimes not. Just pray through it and remember to stay up and pray and feel like, okay, I'm done. I could go back to sleep. And sometimes when I wake up at 3 a.m., I think, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so tired the next day. But actually the prayer energizes me, and I'm not even tired or think about it as I move throughout my day. So the next time you find yourself waking up at 3 a.m., don't think it's a coincidence. Think of this as a special time where you could pray for protection into situations of family members, for yourself, for your future, for your career, things you're struggling with. Just pour your heart out in prayer to God. There's peace and clarity that come when you pray in the middle of the night. And also, here are some tips when you wake up in the middle of the night and maybe you don't want to wake up your partner. So sometimes I just let the dog out, or I'll go downstairs and I'll lay on the couch for a while and pray, or I'll pray silently, or I have some prayers on my phone. In fact, I will link this. I have a whole blog post about this miracle of 3 a.m. prayer, which I'll link below. And there's prayers on there for every situation. So you can just look at that and pray silently out loud. If you're by yourself, you could be as loud as you want. My husband's out of town, then I can pray how I want, but I have to be respectful. I don't want to wake up my husband or him thinks I'm any crazier than I am or weird or something like that. So I just pray silently, or I'll pull my Bible out. And this is really a gift, this 3 a.m. prayer, this fourth watch of the night. So think of it as a gift when you wake up. It's a communion with God for you to get closer, for you to sort out things in your mind, and for peace to come over you, because praying does equal peace. So don't roll over and go back to sleep. Pray, pray, pray. And journal. You could always journal what you hear, because sometimes you kind of forget when you wake up in the middle of the night. And pray, or write down what dream you have, or look at a dream you have. You could write it down and look up the symbols and what it means, or ask God and see if you could get more meaning of it the next day. So God bless you, and I hope you find value to this. Have a great day.